What's going on, Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and as you can see right here in front of us, we got health for iPadOS 17. So let's talk. All right, so when you first open up health for the new operating system, iPadOS 17, this is what you're going to be greeted with. Now, if you are kind of like me, I use a Samsung phone and I use an Apple iPad for my everyday usage. Tablet wise, I don't have a health app on my iPhone because I'm not using it all the time. So I can now take full advantage of this. My Apple Watch Ultra, have health set up on the Apple Watch Ultra, and it kind of comes over into this whole device right here. Now, the screen that you're looking at right now is just the main summary screen. Now, this screen is going to pop up this way, but if you want it in full screen, you enter the full screen mode, and this is what it's going to look like. As far as your favorites, everything on this page I set up as favorites. When you first come in here, all this stuff won't be here. You come over to edit. If you click on edit, it gives you a list of everything you would like to be your favorite. So you can click anything in here that you want to deal with as your favorite that you want to pop up in this summary. You can go anywhere from your activity, body measurements, hearing, heart, mental well-being, which is one of the biggest ones that Apple is kind of pushing because we all need some mental health in our lives, and mobility, a few other things such as hand washing, time of daylight, time in daylight. I'll go ahead and add that. Blood oxygen and respiratory therapist. Respiratory being a big category since I am a respiratory therapist. I always got respiratory stuff on. So let's go back out here and everything will calculate up here. You can see my active energy, activity, my blood oxygen level, and it takes that every so often. My cardio fitness is actually low today. I have not worked out. Double support time and EKG or ECG. The ECG will not detect a heart attack though. Just keep that in mind. It will, however, let you know if you are close to AFib or in that AFib mode. There is a setting where you can go in there and turn that on and toggle it. Now in the health categories over here, you're going to have activity, body measurements, cycle tracking, which I have no use for that. Hearing, heart, medications, so on and so forth, all the way down to vitals and other data. Now, one of the best parts about this whole setup is you can click on any one of these things and it'll take you to another display and break down everything that you need, such as mental well-being, your time in the daylight. I've been out for, please ignore the sound in the background. I think today is trash day. So, but we got time in daylight, exercise minutes, and like I said, I have not worked out yet, so I'll kind of check this out after I do my workout today. Nutrition, biggest thing. You're gonna have to come in here and put this stuff in. So how much caffeine have I had today? I can add this data. I've had, and my keyboard is not working. Keyboard is actually dead. So you will come in and just add this, hit add, and then it will tally right on there. Respiratory, biggest category for me. Here we go. 6-minute walk, past 7 days. I did more than that. I don't know why it's just calculating. I was like on the elliptical 3-4 days last week. Respiratory rate. This is something that you have to put in yourself. And you just count how many times you take a breath in 1 minute. So this is breaths per minute. Normal breaths per minute, anywhere from 12 to 20 for an adult. And for kids, it's a little higher, 24, 26. But for an adult, anywhere from about 12 to 20 breaths per minute. Blood oxygen level, my latest was a 98, which is perfect. Anything over 93 is really good. Sleep, I don't wear a watch when I sleep, and I'm gonna have to start doing that to kind of track it because sometimes I feel a little tired in the morning when I wake up, so I may be getting some bad sleep. Symptoms, now this is gonna come in handy when you are getting ready to go to the doctor. The reason I say that is because if your doctor is located in these health records, you can actually come in here and it pulls up the local doctors' offices and hospitals in my area. That was one of the biggest things that really impressed me because at this point, if I go to, let's say if I go to Emory Healthcare in Atlanta, I can click on this I can actually connect my accounts here, and whatever is in my app, they can see it, and I can share what I want to with them and keep my stuff private if I need to, whatever. But you can put these symptoms in, and that way when you actually show up to your visit, you're good. You don't have to go through all that paperwork. Everything is there. Now, one of the other things, like I said, heart. One of the biggest ones, you want to make sure your heart rate and everything is really good. Any history of AFib. Now, this is one of the things that you're going to have to add to your favorites. Click the star. Each category has different things in here that you can add to your favorites. But a lot of this stuff, you're going to have to manually put in. Just keep that in mind. A lot of these things populate on their own, like your active energy, your heart rate, your blood oxygen level. Once again, hand washing. This stuff populates automatically, but things such as your respiratory rate, your heart rate, things such as your respiratory rate, your weight, your height, things just like that, blood pressure, those things are going to have to be put in physically by you. Now, if you scroll down, taking a quick look, it gives you highlights down here, things that you've done really well, and it shows different trends when you click in here. These are your trends. Going down a little bit further, now this is where we get to the really good part, because each one of these categories gives you different articles. I've clicked out of some of them. So these articles will pop up depending on what you have up top. Earlier today, I had some respiratory stuff down here, but for the most part, everything that comes up down here is just going to be articles related to what you got going on up top. But that's pretty much it. That is health in a nutshell. I like it. Like I said, I don't use an iPhone on a regular basis, but I like the fact that I can come into my iPad, since I typically have it with me, and I'm going to be able to get any of these values, and then I can actually sync this to my physician, put it in my medical chart. And like I said, I really like the fact that this is pulling up Northside and Emory Healthcare, and I live in the Atlanta area. Kaiser Permanente is like right up the street, like 10 minutes up the road from me. Quest Diagnostics, 10 minutes away. LabCorp, 10 minutes away. So these places, I can actually get this stuff synced up when I go get something done, or if I'm having an issue, I can connect these accounts and everything's gonna flow, hopefully. I wanna see how it works, so I will be trying that out. But for the most part, I have been enjoying like watching this and putting information in the past few days. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you have any questions about this in particular, and anything else that you got a question about in iPadOS 17. I will be doing a full breakdown probably next week sometime. So until next time, hopefully this piece has been able to help someone out. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.